The long-lost Lana Del Rey album. What do Lana Del Rey and the Last Shadow Puppets have in common? In 2017, they came together to write an album, but it has never seen the light of day. Today, we will be going through what the album could have been, some of the leaked songs, and which songs would go on to be released on their own later down the line. The Last Shadow Puppets is a band featuring Arctic Monkeys' Alex Turner, along with Miles Kane, Zach Dawes, and James Ford, who you might recognise as the producer of all of these albums. They released their first record in 2008, The Age of the Understatement, and followed it up 8 years later with Everything You've Come to Expect. In 2017, Kane, Dawes and Ford joined Lana Del Rey in the studio to begin writing and recording a few tracks. Few details about the album are known, but most people believe it's a collaboration with Lana Del Rey, Alex Turner and Miles Kane, which is not true. Miles Kane confirmed in 2022 that Alex wasn't involved. No, Al wasn't involved with it was just me and her. There's a plethora of different rumours and theories about this album, so I'm going to try and go through the story as best I can. Alex Turner, Miles Kane and Lana Del Rey were first seen at karaoke in February of 2017, singing Elton John. From there, the timeline isn't super clear. There were recording sessions at some point in 2017 with Lana Del Rey and Last Shadow Puppets Miles Kane and Zach Dawes, as well as their touring members Lauren Humphrey and Tyler Parkford. Maybe because of some misleading headlines, people believe that Alex was involved. A few songs were written during these sessions. Thunder, released by Lana Del Rey. It is assumed that Thunder was written during these sessions. There are a few demos that were leaked online, which I'll link in the description. Just do it. Just do it, don't wait. The instrumental is definitely reminiscent of some puppet songs. But, to be honest, I'm taking it with a grain of salt. Zach Dawes and Lauren Humphrey play instruments on the track, but they both feature on several other Lana Del Rey songs on the Blue Banisters album. So I'm not sure if I would really classify this as a Last Shadow Puppets collaboration. California, Lana Del Rey. Zach, Lauren and Tyler Parkford are all listed as musicians on California, marking the only time any of them appeared on the record. Lana was asked about the band in 2019 and said, "We were very messy, but it's cool, California made it on there. I feel like it's a little piece of our friendship band." The article the quote comes from is pretty vague in general. The Doin' Time singer reportedly recorded the LP with Miles Kane, Zach Dawes, Lauren Humphrey and Tyler Parkford of the rock supergroup. Speaking about the LA-based group, Lana explained, "We had a little rock band on the side. It kinda didn't go anywhere, but we had a good time." Then she casually slips into conversation that the group, which also included Kane, made a whole album together. It seems like they're counting the Last Shadow Puppets as Zach, Lauren and Tyler, as they separately mention Miles. But if Zach, Lauren and Tyler are the Puppets, then Gorillaz is basically Blur, and Wings is basically the Beatles. But at least those bands share the same singer. I'm not sure if I'd count this as a Last Shadow Puppets song. Only one of them is an actual member, the other two being live members. Dealer, Lana Del Rey. Dealer is finally a song that's written by at least half of the Last Shadow Puppets. Lana, Miles and Zach all have writing credits, as well as Lauren and Tyler. They are also all listed as musicians on the track, most notably with Miles' vocals. Miles has also played this song over 35 times. This one is probably the closest to a Last Shadow Puppets and Lana Del Rey song that we'll get to, but even still, it doesn't feature Alex Turner and James Ford in any capacity. Dealer came from the same sessions as the next song, Loaded, Miles Kane. Loaded was released in 2018 on Miles' album Coup de Grace, a year after the sessions, and has Miles and Lana as writers on the track, and features Lana on backing vocals as well. Zach, Lauren and Tyler all contribute bass, drums and keyboard respectively to this song. The issue is, if we count this as a puppet song, then 7 other songs from the album also count as puppet songs, as Zach, Lauren and Tyler perform on 8 out of 10 of the songs on the album. At that point, is this not just a Puppets album? Say Yes to Heaven, Lana Del Rey. This is another song that is supposedly a Lana and Puppets collaboration, according to this article. But I can't find any evidence that Zach or Miles produced or even worked on this song. It also mentions that founding member James Ford worked on a version of the song, which is true, but it was recorded 4 years before the sessions even began. The interview. There was an interview for a French magazine in August 2017, where Lana was asked what it was like collaborating with Alex and Miles. I'm going to briefly summarize her response, but it's linked in the description below. They do not live far away from me in Los Angeles. I begin to train 2 evenings a week in the studio of Miles, in the neighborhood of Los Feliz, to play with no goals with the Last Shadow puppets. Then we go eat dinner with their girlfriends. Singing with them is truly invigorating. There is no need to backtrack, they always find continuation in their work. In my opinion, it seems like she sort of dances around the subject, but she definitely had gone into the studio with Miles, which aligns with what we know of their co-writing on songs. This is all the information I could gather online about the rumoured collaboration between Lana Del Rey and the Last Shadow Puppets. It doesn't seem like it was actually a collaboration with the Last Shadow Puppets, considering the songs from the sessions were missing at least 2 of the 4 core members. It was clearly more just a collaboration with Lana and a band that sort of seems like the Last Shadow Puppets, featuring 2 actual members and 2 live members. But of course, that won't generate as much buzz and clicks. It would have been cool if there actually was a collaboration album with Lana and the Puppets, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. Let me know if you'd like to see other videos like this. Thanks.